Hi, my name is Jay Scoville, and I'm a private investigator. Thank you for returning to my office. This is video 4 in my series on infidelity. This will be the last video in this series, and we're going to talk about child custody. Now, I mentioned in the first video that I'm going to give you a real life case. I have that case right in front of me, a summarization of it anyways, and I'm going to read that to you, and it's going to explain why hiring a private investigator is very beneficial to you, even if your attorney advises we don't need one. Remember, you're in control. You hold the purse strings. You make the final decision, not your attorney. Now, I'm not saying go against your attorney. After all, they know way more than I do. I'm not an attorney. I don't claim to be. I'm a private investigator. Now, it is true that a no-fault divorce, if you live in a no-fault state, is the norm for society. But don't forget that humans are influenced by emotion. The judge is a human being, and therefore he is, or she, is influenced by their emotions. It is hard to separate thoughts from what they hear, see, and believe. In this case that I'm going to talk to you about, I'm leaving out all personal information to protect the privacy of the young lady involved. The young lady was 26-year-old female who was the mother of 7-year-old son. She was very attractive, intelligent, worked for a local bank, drove a new car which she paid for. She was educated, had several friends. Some of them friends worked for the city police department. Her father was a former district court judge. So, pretty good lady. You know, good background. You would think she had good influence in the community. Pretty good lady. But her husband, he was shiftless, most of the time unemployed. For the first 5 years of their marriage, her mother supported them. They lived in a farmhouse, no air conditioning, very little heat, while he laid around, didn't work. He was a heavy drinker. He was a pot smoker. He watched pornographic regularly in the presence of their child, have you. The lady in this case lost custody of her child. She lost everything. She made 2 mistakes. First, she listened to her attorney, who tells her, don't worry about your husband getting anything. This is a slam dunk case. We don't even need to present a case. He will hang himself. Well, guess what? There was a hanging. It wasn't him. It was her. He got the house. He got the car. He got custody of the child. He got all the furniture. And she had to pay him child support. Why? For her second mistake was to say in court that she didn't take her son to church every Sunday because she didn't believe in organized religion. His attorney made an issue out of that statement. The judge, being a religious person, was influenced by his own beliefs. That issue will never disappear as long as human beings judge domestic cases. The client didn't do anything wrong except to assume that everything was going to be okay. She did exactly as her attorney had advised and did not present a case. you can bet that if she had presented a case, the outcome would have been a lot better. The second time around, she did appeal. She did hire a private investigator who did document his alcohol drinking, that he was an alcoholic, that he was a drug abuser. It did document the way he was around the 7-year-old son. Couldn't hold down a job. And she won. She got custody back of her child and is now out of that situation. See, sometimes when you go to court, your spouse may be, a deadbeat. Dressed like a slob, doesn't hold down a job, drinks, smokes pot, does everything that you would think would be unfit and not a good environment for a child. And then they show up at court in a nice 3-piece suit, polished shoes, hair combed, looking like an upstanding citizen. The judge looks at them, then he looks across at you, and without documentation, without evidence to support what you are saying or claiming in court, it comes down to you versus them. He said, she said, and the judge has to go off of that. And emotion does oftentimes play a role in his decision. But if you show up in court and you've got documented evidence, paperwork, video surveillance, a number of different things that can corroborate your case and what you are saying, then the odds shift more in your favor than showing up at court assuming this is a slam dunk case. Thank you for watching this series on infidelity. And if you are at the crossroads where you think, is my spouse cheating? Or maybe you've already found out that they're cheating and you're now moving into the steps of the actual divorce itself. Please don't hesitate to call me. I'm here and I promise you I can help your case and we can get to the bottom of the problem. Again, my name is Jay Scoville. I'm a private investigator and owner of Scoville Investigations, LLC, when the truth matters. You can reach me at 881-1100. Call now. Thank you.